Hey, welcome back to another Tumbler tutorial. Today we're going to be doing this Honeycomb Rhinestone Bead Peekaboo Glitter. Hey, my name is Christy and I'm the owner and creator with Lulu Ladybug Creations. If y'all are interested in any of my tumblers, please reach out to me at lululadybugcreations@yahoo.com. And please be sure to follow me on my other social media pages across all three platforms at Lulu Ladybug Creations. And I really do hope you enjoy the beauty of handmade. All right, so we're going to get started off with prepping a 20-ounce curved tumbler. And we're going to sand it down with, I think it was an 80 grit sanding block that I got from Amazon. And the reason why you want to do this is so that it kind of takes off all of that shine, all of that shimmer, so that your products can adhere to the tumbler really well. So after we get this sanded down really well, we're going to spray it down with alcohol and clean off all the residue. And then we'll go into spray painting. Okay, so the spray paints we're going to use is Emoji by Colorshot and Orange Slice by Colorshot. I don't normally show my spray painting on my tutorials, but I want to try to get in the habit of doing that so that way y'all can see me in the process of actually doing this portion of the tutorial. But we're going to start off with Emoji. It's a gloss from Colorshot, and we're going to cover the entire tumbler. I got a little bit ahead of myself on this, and I did this process. I should have just painted it yellow, the emoji color, and that's it. Because we're going to cover this portion. The next step of this tumbler tutorial is going to be glittering. So I really didn't have to do any of this spray painting designing or anything yet. So disregard that. I mean, I should have just went in with one color. But anyways, we'll get this all covered in spray paint. We'll let it dry. We'll get our glitter in, and then we'll go on to the next step. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of mixing. We are going to mix together Sunshine Shimmer. It's a chunky mix. And this extra fine yellow gold glitter. And I got these both at Hobby Lobby. And we're going to do a little custom mix. My customer showed me a tumbler, and it looked like it had some chunky bits, iridescent colors in there. So we're going to try to match that as close as we can. We're going to attach this to the tumbler using Crystalac glitter glue. And we'll brush it on using a makeup brush. And then we'll add on this glitter. Once we add the glitter, you want to make sure you get it covered up completely. But once we add the glitter, then we'll let it dry for about, I think I let it dry overnight. And then we'll go in with Rust-Oleum 2x clear spray paint. I don't show that process in the video, but we'll also get it epoxied. With this being a chunky mix glitter, I used 2 coats of thin epoxy, and I used Alumilite. And when I say thin, is I used 2 coats, but I didn't want it too thick because, you know, we still have more to put on this tumbler. But I sanded in between, and And make sure y'all use y'all's protective gear whenever y'all are using spray paints or using epoxy. Of course, I'm using it in this video, but I'm doing a voiceover, so it doesn't really, you're not going to know I'm using my PPEs. So anyways, we'll get this glittered, we'll get it, let it dry, we'll put in our epoxy, and then we'll come back with our next step. All right, now that our epoxy has dried, I cut out some stencils. I cut out honeycombs, and then I cut out honey drips. This stencil paper vinyl I got from Amazon. Now, everything that I'm using will be linked in the description below. And if y'all are still with me right now and y'all made it this far, I really do appreciate y'all watching my video till the end. It really does help the algorithm push my video out to more individuals. So if you're still with me, thank you. But anyways, yes, I really do appreciate y'all. So we're going to get all this weeded out. It's got kind of like a little 3D version on it, which is why I'm cutting out those little inside portions, made it look a little bit more realistic, I guess, is what that template was. I got this from Creative Fabrica, but I've already sanded down the tumbler, got it prepped for the vinyls, and we're going to go in and begin with the drips, making sure we go over the top so that there's no line or anything showing from. I want to make sure I have really good coverage, I guess, of the drip on the top of the tumbler. So we'll get all these placed. Then we'll go in with our honeycombs. And once we get all our stencils placed on the tumbler, we'll go on with the next step. So if y'all could see here, I am weeding out these honeycombs and taking out the little, I guess it's like a little offset. We are going to use that little offset we're going to place it into the tumbler as part of the design. So it's not going to waste as far as the little off. Now, if I didn't peel that up, you wouldn't tell that these are individual little honeycombs. But we'll go in with our transfer tape and we'll place these randomly over the entire tumbler. Okay, so this is where I'm going to use those little extras and just place just a few of those around the tumbler. I don't use them all, just give it a little bit more dimension. So after all these are placed, then we'll go back outside and we will uh, do our little spray painting, get it all covered, and then we'll come in with our next step. Now, the colors that I'm going to be using for the spray painting, they're both from Colorshot, and they are in the color Orange Slice and Emoji. Now I'm going to begin spraying the entire tumbler with Emoji and get it covered really well. And then what we'll do is the next step is going to be Orange Slice. Now, when I do the Orange Slice, I'm going to be doing it in like little spurts here and there over the entire tumbler. It's not going to be a full coverage, but what I'm just trying to do is add some dimension to the painting process of this portion of the tumbler tutorial. And in order to, I know it looks kind of weird on video right now. It is just an orange. It kind of looks like it's glowing, but really it isn't. I don't understand that. It's my video, my camera, I guess. But anyways, we're going to, after we spray the orange, what we're going to do is go over it to kind of calm down that orange by spraying it with Emoji over the orange. Okay, so we'll let this dry and then we'll come back in and we'll remove the stencils and then get our vinyls placed on it. Now I'm going to use a weeding pen. This weeding pen is from Teckwrap Craft, but I did get it off of Amazon. And we're going to take off all these stencils and then we'll go in with our next step by placing the daisies and the bees. Okay, so these little bees I got from Fabrica, and I cut them in two colors, the white vinyl and yellow vinyl. And the white vinyl is a Cricut Smart Vinyl. The yellow vinyl that I'll be used for the center portion of the daisy is an orange that I got from Hobby Lobby. Now we're going to just place these, we're going to put a few, not too many, just randomly over the entire tumbler. And then what we'll do after we place all these daisies is we'll go in with the spots, the daisy spots in the middle, and then we'll move on to our next step. Okay, so now I have these little cute little rhinestone bees that I'm going to bend them a little bit so that they'll lay down on the tumbler curved with the tumbler. I'm using a blank tumbler here to help me out as far as knowing how much to bend the little bumblebees. If I don't bend them, what they'll do is they'll lay straight, but then the bees, the little the little wings are going to stand out. So I'm bending them a little bit so that they'll lay curved with the tumbler. And we're going to add these on with using the B7000. Now, the B7000 is going to hold these bees down pretty good. It's a really good glue, but I have this anxiety feeling that, it's my customer's going to go through, wash the cup, and some of the bees are going to fall off. So to be extra careful, what I'm going to do is I don't always put epoxy over my rhinestones, but in this case, because there are larger little charms, we're going to put a small last coat of epoxy over the entire tumbler to seal in those bees very well so there's no chance of them falling off. Okay, so now that we're done placing the bees, what we're going to do now is clean the inside of the rim and the outside of the rim with acetone to get that extra overspray that is on the inside of the rim of the tumbler. I'm getting a little tongue-tied here. But anyways, we'll take our craft knife and get that extra epoxy off as well. And we're doing this before we put our final coat of epoxy. After we put our final coat of epoxy, we'll let it cure overnight. And then we'll come in with a picture and a video. All right, so this tumbler is done. Here's the photo. Came out very, very cute. I really do like it. And I try to get as close as I could as far as y'all can see the details of this tumbler on the video. It came out really cute. I'm going to have to do another one with a different color, like maybe lavender or pink. I've done a pink one before, maybe lavender. But It came out really cute. I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that y'all got some ideas for y'all's own tumbler or want to recreate this. And if y'all do, please tag me in your video so that I can see your version. And also check out all the links that I have in the description below of all the items that I used for this tumbler. And I also have a wish list on there too from Amazon, if you check that out as well. But I want to thank y'all for staying till the end. And please be sure to like, subscribe, and tap that bell so that whenever I post a new video, y'all will get notified. And if y'all have any comments, any suggestions, any ideas that y'all would like to throw my way, I would appreciate those as well, and leave those in the comment section below. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and share. And I thank you again for staying till the end. Bye.